This is the ASICS Gel-Nimbus 26. I want to like this shoe so much, but I've got a problem. First run in the ASICS Gel-Nimbus 26. Let's go. Some serious hot spots. Both balls of my feet and up under the toes. Wow. I normally get hot spots in new shoes, but that was extreme. It's pulled up a couple 100 metres short from where I was going to finish. Yeah, that was really interesting. I'm going to have a few more runs in these shoes, and hopefully that hot spot won't be quite as bad. Maybe 15k straight up was maybe a little bit too much, but just in the last couple of k that hot spot got really quite intense. Overall, a very comfortable shoe, and I really did enjoy running in the first sort of 10 or 12k before that hot spot really started to kick in. Turned up the gas a little bit and they were quite responsive. Nice, comfortable, cushioned ride. A lot firmer than some of the shoes that I have got in my shoe rotation, and very stable. That wasn't the best introduction to the Nimbus 26, and I've had new shoes before and suffered from hot spots, but normally after about 20 or 30 kilometres those hot spots disappear, the shoes and the feet start to get on really well, but it's just persisting in the Nimbus 26. I'm through 110 kilometres now and those hot spots are still there. Look, it's not as bad as that first run, but after about 5 or 6 kilometres the hot spots just keep coming back, and it really does make the run uncomfortable. It doesn't matter what pace I'm running. I've done slow runs, I've done speed sessions, I've done tempo runs at park run. That hot spot just keeps coming back, and I'm not alone. These are some of the comments I got after posting that first run on Strava, and it's such a shame. Take away the hot spots and this is a brilliant shoe for me. It fits perfectly into my shoe rotation, easy runs, steady runs. And I've got to say, the first 5 kilometres feel brilliant. That Flight Foam Blast Plus Eco midsole made with 20% bio-based content using renewable sources. It's not as squishy as I was expecting, but it delivers a mighty comfortable ride. Nice energy return and nice smooth transition through your stride. Like I said, I've done 2 speed sessions in the Nimbus 26. Look, it's no carbon plated shoe, and it's not as light as some of the daily trainers that I have in my shoe rotation. This comes in at 340 grams or 12 ounces in my US size 11.5. So it is a hefty beast, but in those speed sessions I didn't lose a lot of pace. I was probably a few seconds per kilometre average slower, and I wouldn't hesitate to use the Nimbus 26s again in a speed session, but obviously I'm going to be a little bit limited with what I can do because of these hot spots. I can't go too long at the moment until I can beat this problem. I have done a couple of runs in the Nimbus 26 after some rain when the ground has been wet. The outsole, this ASICS hybrid grip, really is tacky. I felt safe and secure on bitumen and concrete surfaces, and I had no issues at all when cornering. But I have to say, my favourite part of the Nimbus 26 is this gusseted tongue. It's plenty long enough so you have no issues with lacing up over the top of your foot, but it's stretchy and it's soft and it sits perfectly on the top of my foot. Look, you don't even feel the laces when you're locking down on the shoe. The Nimbus 26 is promoted as a neutral shoe, but I tell you, it is fairly rigid, more in the mode of a stability shoe. Most of my shoes in my rotation are neutral shoes, and there is a lot more flexibility in those shoes than there are in the Nimbus 26. But I don't see that as a bad thing. I think the rigidity combined with the 8mm drop
There's 42 millimeters in the heel and 34 millimeters in the toe. Makes the Nimbus 26 a comfortable shoe to run in. Apart from the hot spots in both feet, I am a little bit concerned also with the upper. It's breathable in places, but there has been some warmer late winter days here in Brisbane. I just have noticed that it does get quite warm in the shoe, and obviously coming into summer here in Brisbane when we're going to have those mid 30 degree days and almost 100% humidity, I'm just a little bit concerned that this might become a hot shoe on those really hot summer days. We'll see how we go over time, but that's going to mean diddly squat if I can't work out how to overcome these hot spots. I really want this shoe to work for me because I see this just fitting perfectly into my shoe rotation for those easy and steady run days, and I really want to be able to use this as part of my long runs. If I can't overcome the hot spots in this shoe, then being able to run only 5 or 6 kilometers is really going to limit its use. I would love to hear from you if you've got a solution to how you have beaten hot spots with new shoes. In the meantime, I'm going to try some unorthodox methods that I haven't tried before with new shoes. Before I run in the Nimbus 26s again, I'm going to dump them in the pool. I'm going to take out the inner soles and give them a really good soaking. I'm going to let them dry out to a point. Then when they're still damp, I'm going to put my socks on, I'm going to dunk my feet in the pool, and then I'm going to put the shoes on, and then I'm going to go for a run. My thinking here is it just might unbalance that friction that I'm experiencing that's causing those hot spots. I don't know, there's nothing scientific to it. I'm just sort of at my wit's end because I do like the shoe so much, and I do want to be able to run a lot further in it than 5 and 6 kilometers, and I'm just willing to try anything at the moment. If that doesn't work, I do have an old pair of ASICS Nova Blast 3s. I'm going to rip out the inner soles of those, throw them in here in the Nimbus 26s, and just see if that makes a bit of difference. The inner soles obviously not as well padded as the Nimbus 26s because I think I've got about 700 or 800 kilometers in the ASICS Nova Blast 3s, but like I said, I'm just willing to try anything at the moment to get these shoes to work. And I guess I will let you know how I get on after those couple of little non-scientific experiments, I suppose, and hopefully I will have some sort of a success that I can come back to you here on the channel, and hopefully I'll be able to give you a thumbs up. But yeah, we'll just see how we go. Look guys, if you've got the Nimbus 26s, I'd really like to hear from you if you've had similar issues. I run with a couple of guys for my long runs on Sundays. They've both got a pair of the Nimbus 26s. One guy loves the shoe, the other guys had some issues with the arch, and I guess I'm not alone because those Strava comments as well did show that other people have had some issues as well with the Nimbus 26s. Not really a shoe that I am reaching for at the moment, and I guess that creates a bit of a problem too because I'm not running in it as much as I should be, but it's bloody uncomfortable when the foot starts to heat up. I've got to find a solution, so any help guys, let me know down in the comments. Alright guys, that's it for this video and my 100 kilometer update on the ASICS Gel-Nimbus 26. Yeah, thanks very much for taking the time to watch this video. It really does mean the world to me. Until next time, wherever you are, run well, run safe, be kind to each other, and yeah, that's it. Take care. See you next time.